Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to Sheffield United versus Arsenal match preview. Obviously, the game is not till Monday night, so yeah, I'm trying to do it as close as possible to the game, but not doing it too close. And obviously, tomorrow, for everyone that should know, North London derby for the women. So yeah, massive game tomorrow, and obviously I'm doing that tomorrow. So I don't really want to have to plan other stuff around that game. So I hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, we're going to talk about Sheffield United versus Arsenal coming up on Monday night. Obviously, I will be doing the watch along. So yes, I will be covering it. So don't you worry. As always, I will be covering it. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Big up to Chris. Hope you're doing well. I'll be honest, Chris, I did watch it. I don't know why. I did. I watched it. I shouldn't have. I should have just stuck with my game plan of not watching F1. But there we go. It is what it is. I watched it. And unsurprisingly, I was bored, senseless. Brenny, I could be on in 5 minutes. You are a legend. Legend. I will send Mr. PB the link. So just give me 2 seconds. I will go through all the boring stuff before Brenny joins me then. Right, where is it? There we go. So I've just got to send Brenny the StreamYard so he can join me when he's ready. Now, don't count out the excitement before the race. Honestly, mate, I don't know why. I don't know why. To be honest, Bahrain's not even my favourite track. It's not even my favourite. It's probably one of the most boring ones for me personally. And for some reason, I decided to watch it. I don't know why. I don't know. Oh God, why did I do it? But yeah, it was dreadful. It was dreadful. Anyway, let's get on to heads-to-heads with Sheffield United. I call this the full Monty derby. For Arsenal fans should know what that's about. But if you do not know what it's about, there is a scene in the full Monty movie where they do the Arsenal offside trap for a dance move. So yeah, I call it the full Monty derby. I absolutely love that movie. And yeah. Anyway, we've played them 11 times since the start of the Premier League. Drawn with them 4 times. 2 Sheffield United wins, both at Bramall Lane. 5 Arsenal wins, 4 at home, just the 1 away. Slightly interesting, but yeah. To be honest, Sheffield United, when they did exist, they were a decent team. This season, I have to be honest, they've been awful. There's no gentle way of saying it, to be fair. They have been awful. So yeah. Recent meetings, we beat them 5-0 last time at the Emirates, beat them 3-0 at Bramall Lane. Last time we played them up there. Obviously, yeah. And then a few seasons ago, they beat us 1-0 at Bramall Lane. But look, I'm not too worried, if I'm honest. With our form, the way that we're playing, their form, the way that they're playing, I'll be honest, this is probably the most confident I am going into a game. So yeah, I'm not too concerned, if I'm honest. Form guide. This probably gives me the reason why I'm a little bit more confident than I should be. They obviously came up here and they lost 1-0 to Wolves, but they lost 5-0 at home to Brighton. They beat Luton on their travels 3-1. They lost at home to Aston Villa 5-0. And they lost to Crystal Palace. Obviously, our form guide is just ridiculous right now. Let's go all the way back to when we beat Forest 2-1, beat Liverpool 3-1, beat West Ham 6-0, beat Burnley 5-0, and beat Newcastle 4-1. Obviously, our form right now is exemplary. And to be fair, majority of the time in the game, the way that we're playing is just very, very good as well. So yeah, it's probably dangerous being this confident, but yeah, 5-0 that's me being nice. To be honest, mate, that's kind of what I'm on. If I'm honest, Chris, it is a 5-0 drubbing. I can't see anything else than a comfortable Arsenal win. I just can't. Whether or not I'll go 5, I don't know. Obviously, I'll do mine at the end of the show. But yeah, I can't see anything other than an Arsenal win. And that's, I suppose in a way is scary. But yeah, Arsenal and City fans smashing their mugs at Nunes winner while I was roaring house down and running around. Obviously, there is a lot to dissect within those dying moments at the City ground. From what I know, obviously, I need the Rats report before I actually comment too much. But the minutes that they went into, I have no issues with because there were some yellow cards that obviously put injury time into injury time. That is a big problem. But I do need to see the match report regarding what happened. I think it was Paul Tierney today. So yeah, I need to see the match report before I comment any further regarding the situation with the ball. I don't know, so I'm not going to comment on it. Ferrari are getting it from me tomorrow on the review. Rightly so. Rightly so. Yeah. I don't know why I do it, mate. I really don't. And exactly. It is a very, very simple as that. Don't waste time. The certain refs are going to add more time than others. I get it, and they're not always fair and equal in from one game to the next. However, the rules are: if you are time wasting, then you are adding extra time onto extra time sometimes. I'm not saying it's clock time this season. I honestly do not believe that it has anything to do with cheating or anything like that. I don't know if Paul Tierney gave a free kick for the Canate challenge. I don't know. Yeah. A lot those coaches were going nuts. I wondered why Gumza said in WhatsApp. Now I get it. As watch long announcers too busy celebrate. Yeah, well, there you go. That's the problem. Big up to Tabs. And this is the perfect time to bring Brenny in, actually, because Tabs has commented. And here is Brenny himself. How are we doing, Brenny?
Hey, I'm good, PB. I'm good. How's things? All right?
Yeah, not too bad. Tabs
Good,
is
good,
saying
good, good, good. What's
you're
he
getting the.
saying?
Tabs is saying Bren's getting the hot water bottle ready.
Hot water bottle ready? For
Yeah.
who?
I don't know. I'm assuming you're going to bed early or something.
No, no, not tonight. Not tonight. You know, I think after the afternoon that I've seen. I mean, I was out all most of out of the day all day. Really, I didn't think I'd be back for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a case of you know what? Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, good win today, but well, when I saw what was going on down at City Ground, I was like, really?
Mm.
I thought that only happened to United back in the Fergie days. But but you know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, we can only do what we can do.
Yeah, I'm one of the very few people that don't care how our opponents get on. I don't care. The
Yeah,
only thing that matters to me is how we get on. If we win every single game, don't matter what they do.
yeah, exactly,
That's how I look at it.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
why stress yourselves over another team? It makes no sense to me. It
no,
was rather close. Yeah, I don't think it was underhanded. Just oh my god, of course, a late one. It is what it is. Look, and I'll agree with Chris. Don't waste time. Don't waste time in a game because refs do add it on nowadays.
yeah,
There will be some announcements in the next few weeks regarding new rules and new rule changes because they were voted on today. And yeah, there's going to be some interesting changes coming in with the laws next season. So yeah, interesting. Moss is happy to see you. Brenny74. Boom.
hey, you're
Snowing
right.
here. We had some sleet this morning. Well, I did anyway in Wolverhampton, but I'm assuming we'll be fine next week, if I'm honest, when you come to London. Luton have tied it. Luton come back from
It's
0-2 against. It
you
is.
know what?
It's mad, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, and you're talking about the weather day because I was watching Brentford versus Chelsea,
Mm.
and then commentator was like, and the fact that it's raining down there, and I'm like, what do you mean it's raining? And then I saw rain, and I thought, oh my gosh, man. So I looked. So basically, with that, I saw because where I was, I saw right. It's gonna rain because I was on the bus, and now I'm like, geez, man. and then I just saw the rain pelting down, and then it stopped, and then it was bright again, and it's like, yeah, strange weather here in West, very strange weather today. But yeah, yeah, I agree, Tabs. It is a crazy league. PB, you are. I think he has frozen.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's my internet's playing up badly. I'm gonna try and
Oh,
see if I can help it out. It's my
that's
internet
usually
tonight.
me.
Yeah, it's normally you, mate, but today it's me. It's just typical.
Is it the weather? Weather
Yeah,
affecting?
honestly, the weather up here is nightmare today.
Yeah.
As I said, we literally had sleet this morning. We had like a blanket of snow this morning. It was just it's weird up here. I'll be honest. Poop Andy Carroll at it again. My striker Nunes is a threat, and me and Brenny have always agreed on this. Nunes is a good player.
Yeah, he is.
He's a handful. He's a
He is.
handful, and that's what I
He
like
is.
about him. Big up to Mr. Fulbrook saying evening, guys.
Tony.
Can't lie, I watched the game. Should have been 0-0. Really, Forest had huff and puff chances. We didn't do enough, but I take it. Friday night under 21, Brenny, Boreham Wood, Spuds versus Gunners. 8. Think I'm going. Boom. Good for you.
Me too.
Bobby Frozen. Like, yeah, I noticed your Carlisle didn't do very well today, mate. I do apologise. Yeah, they must be causing you so much pain. At least you've got Liverpool that are cheering you up the other side of it. So
I think Leighton Orient lost as well.
Did they? Oh, jeez.
I think they did. I think they were at home to Bristol Rovers. One of my workmates, he's a Bristol Rovers fan, so he'd be happy today. I'm sure it was 1-0.
I had a bet on Liverpool with 5 minutes to go. I just knew it. Darwin always causes chaos and scores big ones. He's just a handful. He's someone that never gives up, and that's what I like about him. He's a player that just never puts his head down. He's not always top quality, but he never gives up, and that's what I like about him. Right, let's talk about these two teams. I'm going to try and get through this because I don't know if the internet might go, but I know Brenny will be absolutely fine as a host anyway if my internet does go for a minute. Right, so Sheffield United are 20th. They've won 3, drawn 4, lost 19. Average goals scored per game is 0.85. Average goals conceded is 2.54 per game. 1 clean sheet, 0.92 chances created per game. Arsenal obviously third. I don't think it's changed since the results today. 118, drawn 4, lost 4. Average goals scored per game is 2.38, 0.88 average goals conceded. 10 clean sheets. Chances created is 2.19. So yeah, not bad at the moment so far. The last few results for me have been brilliant, so I can't moan. Injury lists. Now, obviously, I was prepared to do the challenge because I didn't think anyone was joining me. So Brady's going to have to pay attention to this now. So Timber's definitely out for us for obvious reasons. Sinchenko is a doubt. Partey is a doubt. Tomiyasu is a doubt. For United, Holgate, red card, suspended. Slimani, Norrington Davies, Lowe, Jefferson, Egan, Basham and Archer are all out for Sheffield United. So yeah, I'll be honest, mate. The challenge is tricky. They did struggle with it today, the two Sheffield United people. So it is a tricky one today. So good luck with it, mate. When we do,
it was last time. Yeah, it wasn't easy last time.
To be honest, not being horrible to Sheffield United, they're not the strongest team. But obviously, when they've got a lot of injuries, that makes it even harder because they don't really have. Really, you're doing the challenge. Oh my God, it's 11. Unfortunately, that's definitely against the rules. But yeah, I do it no matter what. We've done it against. Who did we play last season in the Europa League? The Scandinavian team. I can't remember. It sold back and played for them. I can't remember the team.
Yes. I can't remember either.
Was it Bodo Glimt?
Yes. Yeah. We did play them. Yeah.
Yeah. We did the challenge for those as well. And whoever else we played. I can't remember who we played in the Europa League now in the group stage. But yeah, we do the challenge no matter what.
We played PSV and somebody else, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember. The other team were bad. Was it a Swiss team? Was it a Swiss team?
It was. Yeah.
But basically we never give up. So we never fail to try and do it. Before I do my team and challenge team is Sedge. I don't care, if I'm honest. I don't care if he is. Like trying to pick Carlisle players in combined 11. I'll be honest, Chris. If we were playing Carlisle in the FA Cup, it would still be done. It would still be done, and exactly the same rules. I don't change that. The whole point of this is that it's a challenge. So yeah, it's interesting to see how we can do it sometimes. But yeah, let's get on to my 5 to watch and some new slides after my 5 to watch. I have been working hard on some new stuff, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, so we'll quickly go through these. So we've got Vinicius Junior Souza, who is a very hard-working midfielder. He does pull the strings a little bit. He got a bit of a fiery temper as well. He has got a bit of a fiery temper, so that might be something we could take advantage of sometimes. Gustavo Hamar, he was sublime in the Championship. I was not surprised how well he's doing in the Premier League as well. He's just really, really good. This is why when people are mocking the links to the Sporting Lisbon player, I'm not even going to try and say his name because I can never say it, but he played for Coventry. He went to Sporting Lisbon. We're now looking at him. This is why I don't knock the idea, because honestly, some of the players in the Championship are way better than people think.
Yeah.
So never knock the Championship players. I really do recommend you just sometimes just think about it a little bit more than how some people do. They just go, "Oh, he played a lot of Coventry, but that's Coventry." And it's hard work in the Championship. It's not, sometimes I'll be honest, I think the Premier League have it quite easy compared to the Championship games. So I wouldn't fancy playing.
Can you imagine playing 46 games plus playoff?
Yeah, exactly. And Monday, Wednesday, all those kind of weird fixtures that you have. Brereton Diaz, I wanted him. I'll be honest. When he was out of contract with Blackburn, I think I did a fantasy window. He was one of the players I wanted for a free because I think he's quality. And to be honest, in the 3 appearances he's made for Sheffield United, he does look something different. He's come from Villarreal on loan as well, I think. And that says everything that Villarreal signed him because they do know they've got a very good scouting network. I'll be honest. Jaden Bogle, good little fullback, hard working. But this wasn't easy. I'll be honest. So some of them are decent players. I wouldn't say that they're fantastic, but this kid is something special. I've watched him for quite a couple of seasons now. James McAtee, I honestly do think he's going to go on to great things. I think, and I'm sure someone will say if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's on loan at Sheffield United from Man City. He's one of the City kids. He is quality, absolutely quality. Right, before I move on to the new slides, which some will find interesting, some will probably just get a little bit upset, but it is what it is. Jonathan David, game winner. Luton 2-2. Still, if that ever happened, I would have said 11 Arsenal players for the Carlisle game. Football is football, no matter the league. You can tell who is good. Exactly. I'm one of these that gets really annoyed when you downgrade a player because of the league they're in. That makes zero sense. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. We've signed some quality players from. Look where we got Lundberg from.
Yeah.
Did we sign him from AC Milan? No. Did we sign him from Paris Saint-Germain? No. Nicolas Anelka. Loads of players we've signed over the years. We've signed them from nobodies. And look, it just really frustrates me.
Steve Boldley, Dixon, Stoke.
Exactly. Obviously, you can have the bad side. Chris Kwame from Ipswich, Richard Wright from Ipswich. That might be some slight bias from me, but no. But honestly, you got to forget where they've come from. And this is what I've said about Jorginho and Havertz as well. A lot of people hated the Jorginho signing, hated the Havertz signing. I'm sorry, but take out of what they were doing at that club and look at the player. So yeah, look, Moss is saying as well. Martinelli was from a tiny club in Brazil. Exactly, exactly. See, everyone is spot on. What about the next one, Mbappe? According to our fans, I'm on about. Oh, geez. Yeah, yeah. Brewster's just, yeah. I'm yeah. just no, just no. Right. So these are my new slides. So this slightly interesting. I'm calling them the battles. So we're going to start with the bouncers. We all know what the bouncers are in midfield. The midfield battle for me is the most important in any game. If you lose the midfield battle, you've lost the game, in my opinion. So we got Declan Rice, who's on 51% of duels won, which is fantastic considering he does 4 duels per game, which compared that to Oliver Norwood, who does 2.8. But the important thing with Declan is not only is he winning the duels and doing it well, but his passing accuracy is ridiculous, 91%. Absolutely phenomenal. Last line of defence, obviously, these are goalkeepers. Now, I'm being a little bit unfair to Gerbic here. I have to be honest. I do apologise. He's only played 2 games, so his save per game is only 25%. He's only played 2 games, but he is the one that we're most likely to be facing on Monday. So I have to be fair that we're doing the fair comparison. Goals prevented. He's actually, because it's minus 0.9. He hasn't prevented. He's actually made an error that's led to a goal, which we're going to get onto David Raya. Unfortunately, made 3 errors that have led to goals. And what I was interested was, because I know a lot of people are saying Raya's so much better than Ramsdale. Look at how many clean sheets we've got. Saves per game is only 1.6 per game. That kind of tells you everything that we need to know when it comes to the fair comparison with Ramsdale. Obviously, our defence, our midfield is sublime and not giving many chances away. It'll be interesting to see. And I'm not saying I want to see it because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't want to see 10 shots at David Raya per game. But it would be interesting to use these stats on a more fairer scale, because David Raya's got a very good defence in front of him, which aren't giving him any chances. If Saliba doesn't do it, Gabriel will, and they'll just take care of it. But he's on 63% of saves per game, which is decent. You kind of need to be in the 70s, if I'm honest, to be classed as one of the best. But 10, to be honest, I'm not that fussed regarding this. I'll be honest. We've got 13. We've got 13 teams tonight. A lot of people have picked Ramsdale. I will be honest. And what people need to realise, next weekend when we play Brentford, we all know who's got to play.
Well, yeah, that's right.
So it makes sense to give him a bit of game time before we actually need him, instead of just waiting until we need him and go, oh, we need you today. Oh, because I'll be honest, if someone treated me like that, I'll be going, no.
Yeah.
Exactly. So personally, I'd give him a game before that game against Brentford. Right, let's move on to the next 2 comparisons. So the icing on the top is obviously our top goal scorers. So for us, it's Saka on 13 goals. This is Premier League only, by the way, not everything. This is Premier League. This is the Premier League game. Shots per game for Saka is 3. 11.24 XG. I know everyone loves XG, so I'm sure they're tantalized by these stats. But he has got 13 goals in 25 games, which isn't too bad, to be fair. Considering he's not actually a striker, I think that's pretty good stats. Sheffield United's top goal scorer is James McAtee. He's actually not a striker, which is weird, but he's an attacking midfielder. He's got 3 goals, a 2.4 XG. Now, people are going to really love me. XA. This is expected assists. Now, I have to deal with this every day. So if I have to deal with it, now you lot are. So the best assist that we've got is also Saka. Saka is just topping pretty much every stat we've got. He's got 7 assists, expected assists of 8.57. Key passes, which are important, is a 2.5. Obviously, appearance is 25. the weird part is Sheffield United's highest assists. Now, these are players that are fit. There are obviously people that have got more goals and more assists, but they won't be playing on Monday. I've got zero chance of playing Monday, so I haven't included them. He's got 3 assists, a 2.39 expected assists. I don't know what you'd call it, expected assists, but I have to deal with it, so you guys have to too. But the important bit was there was the 63 and the 75. Now, this is passing accuracy in the opponent's half. Now, that is impressive for Saka, considering how much pressure he's on every single game. He's normally got 2 players on him. His passing accuracy is still 75%, which is it's impeccable, to be fair. I know people would expect way higher, and everyone knows I always say about 85. That is put for the whole game, not just in the opponent's half. So he's doing extremely well. But what I wanted to ask you, Brent, because obviously I wasn't going to ask anybody, I was going to talk to myself for the good half an hour. Is are you surprised by these stats, considering, and me and you have both said this, Saka has had some off games this season, and he has. Are you amazed by these stats still?
To be honest, with Saka, I'm not amazed at all, because you see the thing with Saka, even when early in the season when he wasn't at his best, even though he was still, the odd goal, the odd assist, the thing that let him down at times was his finishing. It wasn't the fact that I can't recall him giving the ball away so cheaply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something he doesn't do, because if he is going to pick out someone, it could be any one of our other forwards, or it could be Odegaard, because there's times where he's got two or three around him. He's got Odegaard there for support, because it's like there's that triangle, isn't it? Really, where it's him, Odegaard, and Ben White, or he'll play the ball back to White. So no, it's no surprise at all, man. No surprise.
No. I know people are saying that Digne has scored a goal for Villa, so thank you for that. Tony's asking, who's your favourite to slip up, Liverpool, City, or Arsenal? No bias. So I know where you're going with that, and we have to be honest. We do slip up probably more often than most teams do. Yeah. But at the moment, I'll be honest, I don't think it's us, if I'm honest, because Liverpool are just scraping some wins and City are just scraping some wins as well. We're currently, we've had our bad moment. Like the first half of the season for me wasn't great. We've now got into the business end of the season and we're starting to find some form and starting to rip teams apart in the Premier League. Yeah. Obviously, I know what happened in Porto. We'll see what happens at the home leg before I react to that, because it is only half time. But Premier League wise, I don't think anyone, and pretty sure no one was that confident we'd go to West Ham and smash them 6-0. No one was. I know I said 4-2 for Newcastle, only because I expected quite a few goals, and I was kind of right. But still, it's a very it's the performances right now. We're dominating teams. Yes, we're playing teams that aren't particularly performing well at the moment. But Liverpool, we beat them, and
that's what I'm exactly because of that run that we had. Liverpool was a part of it.
Exactly. You still have to beat whatever's on the pitch, and currently we're doing that. And that is where normally we slip up. We can be up against a poor form team, and it's what I expect on Monday night. We're playing against a very poor Sheffield United. I expect us to actually tear them apart. And it's the first time I've been this confident that I think we can do it. If we don't, then I will say why we didn't and whatever in the match reaction. But at the moment, I'm fairly confident that we'll demolish them. What team have won the league with the best XG and the 6? Mate, honestly, I have to deal with this every day. So if I have to deal with it, you guys are going to have to start dealing with it. I don't like it. I can't stand it. But it's good for this when you're comparing stats, because these are the stats that, it's not just me and not the media, but also the managers, coaches all use these stats. They're very important to them. So I have to kind of use it as well. I respect Luton, but how is Kabore a footballer? Never mind a wing back. Never seen worse wing back ever. I'll be honest, Kabore's been fairly decent sometimes, and he was brought from City. But yeah, he can look pretty awful sometimes, if I'm honest. Moss, just to help you out, Norrington Davies is out injured. I know you've put a team in there, mate, but if you can change Norrington Davies, I'm pretty sure, isn't Norrington Davies a goalkeeper? Hang on, isn't he the goalkeeper? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he's the goalkeeper, isn't he? I'm just having a look.
Is he?
Let's have a look. Oh no, he's a left back. That's fine. But he is injured. So yeah, he's injured, mate. So if you can change that, I'll score it later. Liverpool need players back, but it's anyone's. Worth a bet on 9-0 Arsenal. To be honest, I'm going to have a bet on the over the 4.5 goals in a game. I'll be honest. Charles Lukaku's the best XG on F1. Probably. Lukonga price must have gone up. I hope so. I really, really do hope so. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to sell him this summer because we have been sending data analysts to actually view him and watch him and get all the details we need about him. So there's a possibility he may actually stay. Villa weird blue kit, but what? Kabore playing for Luton. Yeah, he signed from Man City. I think it's about 5 million quid or something like that. But right, anyway, let's get into the teams. Brenny, I'm not 100% sure where your team is, so I do apologise. Obviously, I wasn't expecting you.
No worries.
Normally, I'll put yours first. But yeah, well, when we get to yours, I'll let you talk for your team. But let's see everybody's lineups. Okay, so the first one is Mikhail and Sam. They have gone Rail, Water, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Nketiah, and Trossard. Now, obviously, there's a lot of rotation in some of these. Like I did say, there is 13 squads, so a lot of people have gone with a lot of rotation. And I do get it. It's Sheffield United away. Sheffield United are in a horrible, horrible form at the moment. And to be honest, even some of our fringe players could do it, and they should, because we're full of confidence and they want to fight for that first team spot. So I do get it. Some of the players I'm not that keen on, if I'm honest, about playing, but hey ho, not my squad. Brenny, can you mark this one for me, please, mate?
I'm giving this one an 8.
An 8. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Jonas, TJ, Stuart, and Tristan. They've gone for Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Koji, Dubry, Martinelli, and Havertz.
Oh, Sheffield United away. That's, for me, that's an 8 as well.
Yeah. To be honest, this is the kind. I know a lot of people don't want to play our youth away. For me, it actually makes you grow up a little bit quicker if you play it in away games.
And you know what it is? And sorry, Bobby, to cut you. The thing is as well, I think if that was to happen, I think the likes of Walters and Cozy Dubry, Neri, they would thrive because of where we are on the table. Because how many times have we seen youngsters coming into an Arsenal side where we're in the top 2, and it just lifts them as well,
Yeah,
surrounded by quality, you know what I mean, and also some of their players, they'll be looking at thinking, wow, Liverpool's youngsters are getting chances, and they're doing a business moment, so why can't we?
Yeah,
100%. I know, you know what I mean. I know we should only focus on ourselves, but I'm sure they would look at that and think, the Liverpool youngsters at the moment are setting the example, and all those school kids, for all the Chelsea fans out there who, well, I know you want them on detention, but hey, not gonna happen. So yeah, it's you're frozen, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is a nightmare for me because the weird thing is, it's only my laptop that's dying. My phone's fine. I can hear my son's big rock in the
Yeah,
background as well. It's literally just my laptop that's dying. So I
I'm
do
telling you
apologize.
that that's why I switched to the phone seriously because
Oh,
it's
it's mad.
it's more effective.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. Right, let's move on
No,
to Max, Dominic, Sean, John, Ken, Luke, and Ozzy Guna, who have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz.
that's judging league form, opponents. That's a 9 for me.
That's a
Really
nine
strong.
for you. I know Mikel and Sam did not go for that team, so I don't know what's happened there. So give me a moment. I need to work out whose it is. Might have to skip that one because I'm not sure what's happened there. Little bit of an error. Let's have a look. I think that could be. It is. It is chosen by Anthony Kelly, Mark. This is yours, Brenny. Albert and Karen. This is your team. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus.
Yeah, that for me, it's it's not the strongest, but I was thinking of this night because I thought Jesus needs minutes.
Yeah, true.
He needs minutes. I know we're scoring goals like crazy at
Mm.
the moment, and I thought Sheffield United he needs minutes, and I think this game it'd be one of the games where I'd have him playing. I'd have him starting.
Okay.
Uh, more so the more so than the Brentford game because the Brentford game, even though it's at home, that's going to be a more physical battle for Jesus Starfield than the Sheffield United game,
Mm.
and I think that I thought this is also a game where we didn't need Jorginho for this game because I look at Jorginho and we need him for bigger games.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm so impressed with him at the moment, and
Yeah.
you know, and I just think with Declan Rice, he's one of those players that's rarely injured. He's always fit and ready to go. He's having a good week so far on the personal level,
Mm.
and I think he's gonna shine again on Monday night. Um, Havertz, yeah, I'd have no problems with him if he was playing as the 10 because he and JC seem to work well together. There's a
Mm.
connection there, and Saka, you can't leave him out right now, and plus, we also I wouldn't I wouldn't I didn't want to I wouldn't leave too many players out as well because we need to close that gap on Liverpool and City. So this for this, I'm going for an 8.
No, I agree with that, mate. Right, let's move on to the next one. Mohammed, Richard, and Liam went with this one. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka, Sago Jr., and Nketiah.
It's going to be my first 7. Still strong enough. Still strong enough to beat Sheffield United though.
Yeah. Right, John, Jack, and Susanna and Romain have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Kozia, Trossard, and Jesus.
8.
8. Wonderful stuff, Bren. Thank you. Mehmet, Zaina, Jordan, Matt H, Will, Tim, and Canners have all gone with this team. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus.
That is That's a 9 for me.
9. Wonderful stuff. Perry, Karoon, Tom have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus.
That's a 9 as well. I mean, Party for he if he was to start on Monday, that he minutes too. But Party Rice Odegaard is my dream midfield, and I'm not
Yeah.
too sure if we'll see that this season, but we'll see. So
No, I
9.
agree. No, I agree. Claire, Ao, Takahiro, Lee, the silver one, and Moss have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
8 for me.
And 8. Andrew, Ben, Carlos, Matt, Gumza, and DWTT have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz.
That's a very, very solid 8 for me.
Okay, let's move on to the next two. Barry, Luke H, and Florence have gone with Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard.
8 as well.
And 8.
So,
Juliet, Chris, and Patrick have gone with Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz.
and that's another 8 for me. Very
Another
strong.
8. And I think it's the final one. Yep, James H, Tolly, and Michael have gone with Ramsdale, Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Rice, Fabio Vieira, Koji Dubry, and Ketia Jesus. Yeah. You can see why I saved this one for last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with. I have to go with a 7. I mean, you could probably get away with playing that against Sheffield United, home or away.
Yeah, it's just too much, isn't it? For me,
Yeah.
I like rotation, and but I always think 3 maximum per game is what you can get away with. That is literally
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6 with Jesus. That's way too much. It makes your team disjointed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just not great if I'm honest. But yeah, right. Let's get into the comments because now they've been building up whilst I've been doing that. Before we get into the challenge, yeah, someone was injured. It's the Norrington Davies. He's injured, mate. Zambi was doing well. The injury not bad. Thought I heard. Had to say about the Kurt before the Kurt fans get knickers in a twist. Let's have a look. I went Raya, and yeah, I will get to see Ramsdale at the Brentford match. Yeehaw! Yeah, for me, yeah. I'll be honest, he could be in a blue shirt next season, just saying. So yeah, be prepared. But at least Carlisle and F1 is done with all positive after that Liverpool game and now watching UK Open Darts on ITV.
Same here, Chris. I've got it on there at the moment. Johnny Clayton. Yeah, Johnny Clayton's losing to Dimitri Vandenberg.
I've done my challenge 11. Wow, it's a painful one to do. Some of them are, Chris. I'll be honest. Some of them are not very easy to do. Imagine when we have to do North London Derby, right? Arsenal fans have to choose 5 Tottenham players. It's not that fun, if I'm honest. Yeah, we went. Yeah, injured. Okay, brilliant stuff. Cheers, mate. Moss FC is now done. Right, so I've put that in there. Maybe Party in versus Brentford or FC. Oh, if he's had some minutes under his belt, then yes, play in the FC Porto. I don't want a cold Party going at FC Porto. I'll be honest.
No.
What about you, Brent?
No, I. That's why I'd have to start. I'd have to start Party. I would start him against Brentford. Give him some minutes. See how he gets on. And say from there. I mean, who knows? He could, even though he's not in my 11 for Monday's game. He could even make an appearance in that. He could even come on to sub. Who knows? Like he would need minutes. I wouldn't just throw him into the Porto game. No way.
If Party plays, at least we know he will miss the last 10 games.
Probably.
I'll be honest, this is his last chance. There is no more chances after. If he gets one more stupid injury, he's done for. There's a situation happening in the summer where there's one midfielder coming in, and one will be leaving. Currently, it's between 2 people. But yeah, we'll wait and see who gets that slot. I'd rather play United away because they can't park bus at Old Trafford. Yeah, true. Why, as a fan base, do we think we can take chances that are disrespectful to Sheffield United? I'll be honest. A lot of the people that I asked, I think there's about 60 people that have done this for me. A lot of them are coaches, so they look at it very different, and this is why I like asking everybody, because everyone sees it from a different side, and I'm open to it. But for me, I think there's too much rotation in that team. Personally, I personally do 3 players maximum. If I'm going to swap anyone, maybe a good sub option TP5. Georgie, yeah, for me, Georgie has to play in FC Porto game. He's actually probably the most important player for me at the moment in the FC Porto game. Him and Rice and
Definitely.
Odegaard has to be the midfield. I have to be honest. I don't want to see TP5 anywhere near it, if I'm honest. Oh, here we go. Colm, who is the lover of all Yorkshire. Sheffield United are going to cause an upset tomorrow. We're playing Monday for a start, so they can do whatever they want.
I was going to say, yeah, they could cause an upset tomorrow because there's going to be nobody that they're playing. You know what I mean? So they can go right ahead and do it. It's okay.
They're going to lose by 5 instead of 7. Cole, I know how much you love your Yorkshire teams. So, yeah, I was expecting the hatred from you towards Sheffield. But, yeah, let's get into the challenge. This is not an easy one, people. So, yeah, let's see how Brenny gets on. Okay, for people that don't know, the challenge is pick 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from our opposition. Obviously, it's Sheffield United this week. You do have to go with a home formation, which obviously is going to make this a lot harder as well. Now, this took a while for them to agree what the formation is, so they have finally agreed to a 3-5-2. But yeah, it took a while for them to agree what formation they use. But yeah, we're going for a 3-5-2. So it's going to be a bit trickier as well because that is obviously not a formation that suits some of our players. Right, Bren, your first player, please, mate.
Who was the one I chose last time? It was pretty good. Hamer.
Yep, Hamer. I'll just put him in the field. It doesn't really matter where he goes.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Right, your next player, please.
Put in I'm just trying to remember if I took 20 minutes to do it last time.
I think it might have taken us a while, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of their players. They got Trusty.
Yes, you can have him.
Yeah, because he actually went there.
Yeah, you can have him. Not a problem.
Trusty the Crank. Right. Go for McAtee up front.
Yep. Okay. Your fourth player?
Go for Bogle as a right wing back.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. So that it's not necessarily a right midfielder. It can be a right wing back. So I'm allowing a lot with this one.
Yeah.
And your fifth and final player, please.
Ahmed Lodzlich. Let me get his name right. Ahmed Lodzlich. Rodzic. I'm
Yeah.
normally good with names.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the centre back. Yeah, I don't even try and say his name.
Ahmed Hodzic.
Yeah, it will take me 90 minutes just to try and say his name. The game will be over by the time
Yeah.
I've said it. Right, let's move on to the Arsenal players now, then, mate. So, who's in goal?
Ryan goal.
Raya in goal. Your final centre back.
Yeah, Gabriel, please. Banging form.
Gabriel. Okay, left wing back. Stroke
You know what?
midfielder. It's up to how you want to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, I know we can play there. Bukayo Saka with the left foot, with the left leg.
You know, you will not be surprised when you see one of the people that have taken part in this challenge has done exactly the same thing as you.
Well, the last time I screwed up last time because I put him on the right, and I'm like, what am I doing? So yeah, I remember.
Right, your two midfielders.
Two midfielders have got to be for me. It's Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice.
Okay. And your final striker. Now you can pick Jesus if you want. Obviously, this is
Yes,
not
please.
a live game.
Yeah, got to pick him.
Okay, so this is Brenny's challenge. Raya in goal, that centre back. Trusty, Gabriel, Bogle, Odegaard, Hamer, Rice, Saka, McAtee, Jesus. Good team, to be honest, mate.
That was tough.
Because that Ahmed Hodzic, whatever his name is, he's actually a good defender. As much as I hate to say it because his surname is a nightmare to say. He is actually a good defender. So Bren gets an 8 for me. That's a very good team, mate. I like that. Obviously, you're not going to get a 10s because no offense.
They don't exist. I know, and I thought there'd be an auto fail there, but I don't think there is.
There are some auto fouls, but you've avoided them, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get on to what the other guys have done. Right. So the first one was Nigel. He's gone with Ramsdale, Saliba, Gabriel, Robinson, Saka, Osborne, Hamer, Sousa, Norwood, Havertz, Jesus. To be fair, what he's done was quite clever because obviously he's gone for a good, decent defense. Good. But obviously, you've got Saliba and Gabriel both in there. Havertz and Jesus up front. I think it's the front two that I would want to see at Arsenal. Havertz just behind it. I think those two would work brilliantly together. So it's the midfield though. I'm gonna have to keep it to an 8. I kind of tempted to do it as a 9 because the Havertz and Jesus. I just love that. It's the midfield. It's Sousa, Norwood, Hamer. Good, but yeah. No Rice, no Odegaard. Nah, come on. Right, let's move on to Arturo. He's gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Bogle, Osborne, Hamer, Sousa, Rice, McAtee, Trossard. I kind of like it. It's not no proper striker. I know Trossard is doing very well there.
Yeah.
You could have had Jesus. If he chosen Jesus, I would have probably gone for a 9. I think McAtee just behind Jesus would work. But yeah, it's going to have to be an 8. So it's all 8s for this week. Brenny, you did well though, mate. And so did Nigel, and Arturo did well too. So thank you ever so much. Right. Everyone else's challenge. Right. So Moss has gone with Fotheringham, White. Is Fotheringham on the list? Was he on the list of injuries?
I'm not too sure if he was.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was. No.
White. I'm surprised he's not playing then. Actually,
well, he's not. He looks like he's number 2 at the moment.
Yeah, to this Gerbich dude.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I have no idea who Gerbich is, but it is what it is. White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Odegaard, Hamer, McAtee, Saka, Brereton, Diaz. Has he put enough players in there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I counting that wrong?
No, he's got 11 players.
He's only got 4 from Sheffield United, hasn't he? Am I right for saying that?
2, 3. Yeah, 4 from Sheffield United.
So automatic fail, Moss. Sorry, mate.
he thought he put a fast one, innit? Pull a fast one.
I do count them. There are rules for a reason, mate. Right, let's have a look, see what everyone's saying.
Naughty,
Yeah,
Moss.
I'm ready to just hide tomorrow. Yeah, it is the Manchester Derby. Oldham are playing
Oh,
Salford.
yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh,
Sorry, mate.
I
I had to do
thought he was going to say Preston versus Bolton or something like that, you know?
it. Evening to Luke. WSL
Oh,
North London
dear.
Derby sold out tomorrow. Yes, another sold out game. It's weird, right? I'm not having
That's
a
great.
dig at Tottenham, but
That's
when we went to
fantastic.
Tottenham, there was hardly any fans at the Tottenham Stadium. When we do it, and bear in mind the location of both of our clubs, pretty much next to each other,
Yeah.
we can actually outsell. There we go. It kind of says everything. Oh, I have to redo my challenge because of formation. Sorry, mate. Oh, geez, I looked again. Need to adjust. I have the blades. This is tough. As you done, he's tried it again. Right. Here we go. Right. So your first one failed. I will allow you to it again because you've realised it yourself. Maybe you got one here. Yeah, I quite like that. That's an 8. That's an 8. I like the Brereton Diaz and the McAtee up front. I like Foderingham, you know that because I'm obviously a Rangers fan. Yeah, that's an 8. I like that. To be fair, it's not that easy, this one.
No.
Chris has had a go. Ramsdale, Bogle, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Laruki. That's a good shot. Rice, Sousa, Hamer, Trossard, Diaz. Ooh. I quite like that one. I'll be honest. You've got
really
an Arsenal. Yeah, I'm going to have to give that a 9. To be honest, Chris, it's because you got Trossard and Diaz, and yeah, I love Brereton Diaz. I have to be honest. I would have had him at Arsenal. Yeah, that's a 9. That's a 9. Big up to Temi. Now, Temi, I'll be honest.
Temi.
People are starting to use your Galiba. So if I was you, I'd get it copyrighted.
Oh,
People
definitely.
To use it.
Yeah.
People are starting to use it when they send me their teams now.
Get your lawyer, Temi. Get your lawyer and start suing.
Surely the whole Sheffield team has to be an Altavaldo. All garbage. Moss, I'm sorry, mate. Obviously, when I'm doing Brenny's team, I'm on a different screen, so I don't know any comments that are coming in. I have no idea what's coming in. I'm a totally different screen, so I can't see anything. I'd play Cedric and Hyde. Oh, jeez. Temi. No. Go Gunnar Gals, good Chilino. Yeah, he's we have to allow that he is part English as well. But yeah, he plays for Chile, which is fantastic. I quite like that. He's done that. I don't know any players. Can I just have 5 Billy Sharps, even though he isn't here? Colm, it is definitely time that you moved on a little bit from Billy Sharp now, mate. But yeah, your hatred for Yorkshire clubs is sublime. I love it. It really, you never falter with it. Maybe we'll play Chile if Canada gets in that group. I'll be honest, he's so good. He's so underrated. It's this championship thing again. Because he's in the championship, he's no good. He's got immense skill. And I'll be honest, if you can get into the Chile team, there's got to be something about you as well. Because I remember Zamorano. I remember some very good quality players playing for Chile.
Yeah.
They've got some good quality. So I'll be honest. Yeah. Also, might be brilliant as a right centre back. I think that will suit him better. It will also be very good at the right wing back as well. But yeah, well done, Chris. You got a 9. Right, Bren. Prediction. What's your prediction for Monday night?
3-0. I know we've been scoring goals like crazy, but I'm playing it safe, going with 3-0.
Yeah, me and Brent are on the same wave again because I was thinking 3-0. I know Chris has gone with 5-0. Guys, get your predictions in because I want to see what everyone's thinking, what your mind is. I think I'm gonna go with Colms with saying it's only gonna be 5-0. So 10-0. Oh, he's going for 9-1. He's going for 9-1. Right, okay.
Oh dear.
Tony's going for a 1-1. Wow. To be honest, it wouldn't shock me. because it's Arsenal. I've had it for so many years, and Brenny has as well, where you get all confident, and then Arsenal take that confidence away in one horrendous performance.
Well, how many times has complacency set in over the years?
Yeah, exactly. It's complacency that kills you, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. Luke is also going for a 3-0. Tommy's going for a 2-0. Even though he'd go for 10-0 earlier. But Timmy, you know what, mate? I always put down the crazy predictions because who was it? There was someone a while back that went for a crazy score, and we were close. We were close to that crazy score, to be fair. Goal going for Ray is going to score a hat trick. Own goal brace, Chris saying. Cedric own goal, Sheffield only goal scorer. That would just be the way for me. I had 2-0 home. Want to go 3-0 like Brenny. I guess stay 2-0 at Blades. Saka, Trossard being sane. Okay, Moss is going for a 2-0. I'll be honest, right? If we're going to beat them, 2-0 would absolutely kind of annoy me a little bit because they're a team that we can rip apart. And this goal difference, and I know Arteta said it in his press conference, it's very important because we could we could win the league on just goal difference, and I don't care if we did. I couldn't give a monkey's butt how we win the league, if I'm honest.
Well, and that's the thing because we did back in '89.
Yeah,
exactly. More goals. Yeah,
exactly. You want at least 4, surely. I'll be content with 3. I'll be content with 3, but I would love to demolish them. Now, they have lost 5-0 in their previous 2 home games to Aston Villa and Brighton. So I kind of expect them to kind of literally park the bus and park another bus and then park another bus. Just because of their home fans. You don't want to lose your home fans. Now, you've played 2 home games, you've conceded 10, not scored. I'm pretty sure they're going to want at least a clean sheet. So they are going to park as many buses as possible, I'm sure. Liverpool, just the +1 at least, +2 needed. I kind of want to keep on level terms with all the teams, or at least try and get improved if I can. Big up to Damos. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's British, bro. Why is he called DJ? Is he actually a DJ as well?
He was. I think he's he was, but I think he came out of retirement for a few years ago. But yeah, he very good.
Because obviously I know what he does in his job.
Yeah.
Obviously we all know what he does in his job, but I didn't realise he was a DJ as well. Chris don't like parking the bus, to be fair to him. No, Chris Wilder, one of my favourite coaches. He's a proper tough cookie, that guy, and I love him. But yeah, he doesn't particularly like to set up, but I could just see it because of the fans. You don't want to lose those fans. That's the big thing for me. Sheffield United will count Charles Leclerc. Friday night under 21s. Let's go. Come on, Gunners. Think gonna stay up there the Friday night, then back to Islington for the morning in the 9th. Boreham Woodland, well, otherwise known as where my family are from. But yeah, hope you enjoy Boreham Wood because my granddad's house is a stone's throw from Meadow Lane. So yeah, enjoy it. I do love Boreham Wood. Also, go and do the studio tour if you can as well whilst you're down there. I'm not allowed to say part of the bus. No. I get what you're saying. I used to do club circuit many years. Music is love, but it isn't a great career move. So I got into design career. Big up to you, Damos. 9th is evening London, isn't it? 8th is Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I used to pronounce Islington as Island.
Yeah. The 9th is next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Says there is a Royal Air Force Museum. I don't remember, if I'm honest. Where I live now, there is because it's still an actual used by the Air Force as well. And obviously, I'm ex-army, so obviously I have some people that I know there. But yeah. In Bournemouth, I can't remember. I'll be honest, I can't remember. No, Studio Museum. Yeah, I don't know if they used to be able to do studio tours. Everyone knows what's filmed close by in Bournemouth, and I'm not going to shout it out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they still. You know what I'm on about, don't you? There's a certain soap opera that's filmed in Bournemouth. I'm pretty. They used to. They used to do studio tours. I don't know if they still do. Obviously, this is many years ago. My grandfather died quite a few years ago, so I haven't been there for a long time. But yeah, they might do. But yeah, 8th Friday night, but didn't our 9th match move to evening? Yes, Brentford is on the 9th, 5:30 kickoff.
That's right.
Yeah, I was okay. Now it makes sense what you're trying to say. Now, yeah, it's 5:30 kickoff on Saturday night against Brentford. That is our game, guys. Appreciate it. All the love as always. I will be back tomorrow because I'm doing a North London derby. 12:30 kickoff. Big up to the ladies. Just shame Niedermayer's out again, but
I know. It's oh dear. It's like she's just it's so unlucky with her, you know, because for all her talents and everything else, I just don't want her to become another Jack Wilshere, you know what I mean? And with regards to injuries and
yes,
it's a shame.
She's come. Yeah, since she's come back, she hasn't looked right. There's
no,
just
she
been
hasn't.
something. If you compare her to Beth, you can see polar opposites.
Yeah,
she's just
definitely
never looked comfortable.
I mean, Miedemar, she's shown flashes.
Yeah,
she's shown flashes, but we could all see something's not right there.
Yeah.
So
you know, I know Tony is always with me when he would go for and Miedemar. She's just never 100%. You can just see it. Canada quarters versus Costa Rica tonight. Gold Cup first women's tourney. Big up to Kadina, by the way. She has won the National League women's tournament.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
the Nations League.
That's the thing. Yeah. Honestly, I don't care. I don't like them. But big up to Kadina because she is obviously part of it. But yeah. Sorry, I've just been sent a message. And US been struggling, need Emma. Yeah, big up to Emma Fox. Right. Guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we shall see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.